Welcome back to the channel and Treasure Hunter. Today we're diving into the world of rare and valuable old silver dollar coins from the United States of America. Some of these coins may look ordinary at first glance, but they could be worth thousands or even millions of dollars. In this video, we'll reveal 3 of the most valuable silver dollar coins ever made, and explain what makes them so special. Make sure you watch until the end, because one of these coins broke records and became one of the most expensive coins ever sold. Let's get started. First up, the Liberty-seated dollar is one of the most historic and artistically admired silver coins ever issued by the United States. However, there is no such thing as an 1800 Liberty-seated dollar because the Liberty-seated design was introduced decades later in 1840. In the year 1800, the silver dollar being produced was the draped bust design created under the direction of Robert Scott and struck by the United States Mint. Understanding this important difference is essential before discussing value, rarity, and investment potential because collectors place extremely high importance on historical accuracy and design type when determining worth. The Liberty-seated dollar officially began production in 1840 and continued until 1873. The design was created by Christian Gobrecht, who served as chief engraver of the United States Mint. The obverse features Lady Liberty seated on a rock holding a shield and a pole topped with a liberty cap symbolizing freedom, strength, and vigilance. The reverse displays a powerful eagle with outstretched wings representing national pride and resilience. This design reflects the growing confidence of the United States during the 19th century and remains a centerpiece of advanced American numismatic collections. If someone mentions an 1800 silver dollar without a mint mark in uncirculated condition, they are almost certainly referring to the draped bust dollar from that year. Mint marks were not commonly used in 1800 because nearly all silver dollars were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not use a mint mark at the time. An uncirculated example of an 1800 draped bust dollar is extremely rare and highly valuable because most surviving coins show heavy wear from circulation in early American commerce. In uncirculated condition, the value of an 1800 draped bust dollar can range from tens of thousands of dollars to well over $100,000 depending on strike quality, surface preservation, and eye appeal. Coins graded mint state by professional grading services such as Professional Coin Grading Service and Numismatic Guarantee Company often command substantial premiums at auction. Collectors pay close attention to luster, originality, and the absence of cleaning because these factors dramatically influence final market price. If instead the discussion is about a Liberty-seated dollar without a mint mark in uncirculated condition, the coin would have been struck in Philadelphia between 1840 and 1873. Many dates within the series are scarce in mint state, and certain issues such as early 1840s pieces or low-mintage Civil War-era coins can bring significant premiums. High-grade Liberty-seated dollars frequently sell for several $1,000s, and rare dates can exceed $50,000 depending on demand and certified grade. When creating a long YouTube script about this topic, it is important to begin with historical context explaining the early monetary system of the United States, the Coinage Act of 1792, and the establishment of the National Mint. Viewers appreciate storytelling that connects the coin to major events such as westward expansion, the Gold Rush, and the Civil War. Including visual descriptions of the coin under magnification, discussing die varieties, and showing auction records would help maintain engagement for approximately 40 minutes of content. The investment perspective should be addressed carefully because rare early silver dollars are considered tangible assets with long-term collector demand. However, prices fluctuate based on overall economic conditions, precious metal values, and collector interest. Unlike bullion coins, these historic dollars derive most of their worth from rarity, condition, and historical significance rather than just silver content. Explaining population reports, auction archives, and long-term appreciation trends would provide educational depth for viewers considering subscription-based numismatic content. Authentication is crucial because counterfeit early dollars exist in the marketplace. A detailed section of the video should explain weight specifications, which for early silver dollars is approximately 26.96 grams diameter, measurements, edge lettering characteristics, and metal composition of 90% silver and 10% copper. Encouraging collectors to purchase coins already certified by respected grading services reduces risk and builds confidence, especially for high-value uncirculated specimens. For a subscription model, you could offer members exclusive deep dives into specific dates, grading tutorials, live market updates, and interviews with professional dealers and historians. Tiered membership might include beginner education modules, intermediate grading workshops, and advanced investment analysis. Providing downloadable reference guides and early access to auction result breakdowns would create additional value and help build a loyal numismatic community. In conclusion, the idea of an 1800 Liberty-seated dollar is historically inaccurate, but both the 1800 draped bust dollar and later Liberty-seated dollars represent important chapters in American coinage. An authentic uncirculated 1800 silver dollar without a mint mark can be extraordinarily valuable, often reaching six figures depending on condition and certification. Liberty-seated dollars in mint state also command strong premiums, especially for scarcer dates. A comprehensive 40-minute YouTube presentation built around history, grading, authentication, investment strategy, and subscription education would attract collectors, investors, and history enthusiasts seeking long-form authoritative numismatic content. Next up, the 1804 Liberty-seated dollar coin without mint mark in uncirculated condition from the United States of America is a fascinating topic, but it is important to begin with a clear historical correction because the Liberty-seated dollar design did not exist in 1804, and the famous 1804 silver dollar is actually known as the draped bust type, officially called the 1804 draped bust dollar, which is one of the most legendary and valuable coins in American numismatic history, and understanding this distinction is essential before discussing value, rarity, and subscription-level collector details. The Liberty-seated dollar design was created decades later and was introduced in 1840 and designed by Christian Gobrecht, who served as the third chief engraver of the United States Mint, and the Liberty-seated series ran from 1840 to 1873, and it featured Lady Liberty seated on a rock holding a shield and a liberty pole, and coins of this design can be extremely valuable in uncirculated condition, depending on year, mint mark, and overall eye appeal, but there is no genuine Liberty-seated dollar. Dated 1804. Now focusing on the 1804 draped bust dollar, which collectors often mistakenly connect to Liberty-seated because of the Liberty theme. The $1,804 is famous for being called the king of American coins, and although it carries the date 1804, it was actually struck in the 1830s as diplomatic presentation pieces, and only 15 known specimens exist, divided into three classes, and these coins were produced under the authority of the United States Department of State as part of proof sets meant for foreign dignitaries. The value of a genuine 1804 draped bust dollar in uncirculated proof condition is astronomical, with auction results reaching several $1 million, including a famous sale handled by Stack's Bowers Galleries and another by Heritage Auctions, where examples have crossed the $4 million mark depending on class, provenance, and surface preservation, and these coins are considered museum-level treasures, rarely available to private collectors. When discussing mint marks, it is important to understand that early silver dollars, including the 1804 draped bust dollar, were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which at that time did not use a mint mark, so the absence of a mint mark is normal and does not add extra rarity in itself, because all genuine examples from that period lack a mint mark, and authentication by professional grading services such as Professional Coin Grading Service or Numismatic Guarantee Company is absolutely critical due to the vast number of replicas and counterfeits that exist in the market. If someone claims to own an 1804 Liberty-seated dollar in uncirculated condition, the first step is verification, because no such official design exists, and the piece is either a replica, fantasy strike, or misidentified coin, and replicas are commonly sold as souvenirs and typically have little intrinsic value beyond their silver content if they are made of silver, and sometimes they are made of base metal with negligible value. For collectors who subscribe to premium numismatic services or auction house mailing lists, such as those offered by Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers Galleries, subscription access can provide early bidding opportunities, detailed census reports, high-resolution photography, and market trend analysis, and serious collectors often maintain memberships with grading services and numismatic organizations to stay informed about population data and historical sales records. In uncirculated condition, genuine 19th-century Liberty-seated dollars from the 1840 to 1873 era can range from several $1,000s to well into six figures, depending on date, rarity, strike sharpness, and luster quality, and coins with original mint bloom, strong cartwheel luster, and minimal contact marks command significant premiums, especially those certified at MS-65 or higher by Professional Coin Grading Service or Numismatic Guarantee Company. The historical importance of the 1804 draped bust dollar extends beyond monetary value because it represents a unique chapter in American diplomacy and coinage history, and its mystique has been reinforced through decades of publicity. Museum displays and record-setting auctions and examples reside in prestigious collections, including the Smithsonian Institution, which preserves one specimen as part of the National Numismatic Collection. For a script of approximately 40 minutes without punctuation, the narrative would need to slowly explain the difference between Liberty-seated and draped bust designs, the origins of the $1,804, the role of the United States Mint, the rarity of the 15 known specimens, auction records, grading, authentication, counterfeit risks, investment considerations, and collector subscription services, while continuously emphasizing that no authentic 1804 Liberty-seated dollar exists and that any claim of such a coin must be professionally authenticated before any valuation can be made. Next up, the 1873 trade silver dollar without mint mark in uncirculated condition is one of the most fascinating coins ever produced by the United States Mint, and it represents a powerful era of commerce expansion for the United States of America when silver coins were struck specifically for international trade with Asia and other markets, and the absence of a mint mark indicates that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which was the primary facility at the time, and in uncirculated condition. The surfaces of the coin remain sharp with original mint luster, strong detail in Liberty's gown and shield, and bold eagle feathers on the reverse, which dramatically increases its desirability among collectors and investors who seek both historical importance and preservation quality. In 1873, the United States government passed new coinage legislation that authorized the production of the trade dollar with a weight slightly heavier than the standard silver dollar to compete with Mexican and Spanish trade coins in overseas markets, and the 1873 issue without mint mark was part of the first year of production, making it historically significant because it marks the introduction of the series, and collectors often pay special attention to first-year coins, especially when preserved in uncirculated condition where nowhere appears on the high points, and the coin retains its frosty or semi-proof-like fields depending on the strike quality. When evaluating the value of an 1873 trade dollar in uncirculated condition, several factors influence price, including strike sharpness, luster, surface preservation, absence of cleaning, and overall eye appeal, and coins graded mint state 60 or higher by professional grading services can command substantial premiums, and in today's market, depending on certification and visual quality, the value can range from several $100s to several $1,000s, with higher grade examples achieving even stronger auction results, particularly if the coin exhibits attractive toning or exceptional brilliance. The design of the trade dollar features Liberty seated facing left, extending an olive branch toward the sea, symbolizing peaceful trade, while holding a bundle of arrows representing strength, and on the reverse a powerful eagle spreads its wings above the inscription trade dollar, and the weight and fineness are clearly displayed, which was unusual compared to other United States silver coins, and this explicit statement of silver content was intended to reassure foreign merchants of the coin's intrinsic value and reliability in large commercial transactions. Uncirculated examples are especially appealing because many trade dollars entered circulation in Asia and experienced heavy use, leading to wear, chop marks, or damage, and finding a Philadelphia-struck 1873 example without chop marks and without circulation where provides collectors with a piece that closely resembles its original mint state appearance from the year it was struck, and this level of preservation connects the owner directly to the economic ambitions of 19th-century America during a period of rapid expansion and global trade outreach. From an investment perspective, the 1873 trade dollar without mint mark offers both numismatic and bullion appeal since it contains nearly 1 troy ounce of silver, yet its collector premium far exceeds melt value in higher grades, and market demand remains steady due to the historical narrative, first-year status, and strong collector base, and while silver price fluctuations can influence baseline value, the true worth of an uncirculated specimen lies primarily in rarity condition and certified authenticity rather than metal content alone. Authentication and grading are critical when determining accurate market value because counterfeit trade dollars exist, and professional third-party grading services encapsulate coins to guarantee authenticity and assign a grade based on a 70-point scale, and a coin graded MS-63 or higher typically shows strong luster and minimal marks, while MS-65 examples are sharply struck with exceptional eye appeal, and these distinctions can dramatically change the market price making. Professional evaluation highly recommended before any sale or purchase. Collectors who subscribe to Coin Market Report's auction archives and professional grading population data gain deeper insight into how many uncirculated 1873 Philadelphia trade dollars survive in each grade, and subscription-based resources such as pricing guides and registry-set platforms allow enthusiasts to track trends, compare recent sales, and evaluate long-term appreciation potential and staying informed. Through these channels helps buyers avoid overpaying and assists sellers in timing the market effectively. When preparing a 40-minute presentation about this coin, it is effective to structure the script into historical background, design analysis, grading explanation, market value discussion, investment potential, and collecting strategy, while maintaining engaging storytelling that highlights the journey of the trade dollar from minting to overseas trade to modern collector showcases, and emphasizing visual details such as Liberty's flowing drapery, the intricate shield lines, and the bold eagle wings. Helps viewers appreciate why uncirculated examples captivate serious numismatists. In conclusion, the 1873 trade silver dollar without mint mark in uncirculated condition stands as a tangible artifact of American commercial ambition, artistic craftsmanship, and monetary history, and its value reflects rarity, preservation, and enduring collector demand. And by understanding its origin, design, grading standards, and market dynamics, collectors and investors can make informed decisions while enjoying ownership of a remarkable silver coin that embodies both historical depth and lasting financial interest. Thanks for watching.